Welcome to Castles to Cauldrons, where every journey starts with a little bit of magic.
Well, welcome to episode 9 of Castles to Cauldrons. I'm Jason Davis, your host today. I'm here with Terry and Micah as Rachel is under the weather a little bit with her and her families. Hope they get better soon. We've got some really cool news today that we're going to start out with. I don't know if it's cool so much as a Muppet fan. Yesterday, Disney announced the location for the new Monsters land that's going to be based off Monsters, Inc. and that whole property. And it's going to take over Muppets.
The Muppet Courtyard.
Yeah, what's y'all's thoughts on that?
I knew it was one of two places. It was either going to be like Launch Bay, which to me made more sense to put it over there, or it was going to be Muppet Courtyard. And now we know for sure that it's now Muppet Courtyard. So that's it's kind of sad. It's one of those things. I think Muppet Vision 3D is a really fun show to go sit down and watch. It's a good spot to go for air conditioning, and there's just not, a lot of Muppet stuff in Disney. So I really enjoyed when we were there to get to go watch that. But I'm also excited for Monstropolis to be coming into Hollywood Studios with that new roller coaster, but still kind of sad that it's going to be going away.
Kind of exactly what she said. Actually, last time we went, my nephews one's in middle school, one's in high school, and my kids wanted to see the Muppets, and they didn't want to, but we didn't have anything in the plan then. It was hot. So I was like, there's no wait. Literally come inside. They hadn't seen it since they were children, small kids. And the air conditioning break. And then they laughed during it. So it's not a must-do, quote-unquote thing. But it's one of those things I think we all knew was coming because the Muppets haven't been, quote-unquote, popular in a really long time. They're a mainstay, but they haven't done anything big. And it was I feel like it was kind of pushed to the corner anyway. Muppets Land, unless you made an effort to go over there, you didn't happen to walk through Muppet Land. So I think we all knew it was coming. So I think I'm excited about, like you said, Monstropolis. I think it'll bring some life to that side of the park. But I hope they have some tribute to the Muppets somewhere else. They kind of keep the fountain or something like that is Muppety, or maybe an Easter egg, something or another they keep, to honor Jim Henson. And there's a Muppet legacy, as weird as that sounds.
Well, I think also the Muppets are less popular because that's something that we grew up with. I was born in 89, so that's things that we grew up
85.
with. So 80, and the kids though, nowadays, I bet if I ask my son, do you know who the Muppets are? He might even say no, because there's just, unless I go out of my way to put on a Muppet Christmas Carol or something like that, he might not ever actually watch it. I grew up with it. What was the cartoon show? Was it the Muppet Babies?
Muppet Babies.
Where they were in the daycare and stuff.
The Muppet Babies.
I loved that growing up. But again, that's what we grew up with, as millennials. That's what we grew up watching. The kids nowadays, it's not as popular, right, Terry? That's just not as.
I think
in
we
your
already knew it was
face.
coming. I mean, it just.
I'm going to call y'all out as bad parents. Travis knows what the Muppets are.
Well, my kids, today, I was they want to watch a Christmas movie. So we were on Disney Plus, and I suggested a Muppet Christmas Carol. And they were both oh, no. And I was like, what do you mean, no? That's a good movie. But like you said, there's just no familiarity with it.
We watched Muppets Now for about an hour the other day when Travis was homesick. He got to watch Kermit and Ralph and Gonzo, and he loved it. He was laughing and everything like that. So when this announcement was made, I quickly pulled the trigger on buying our Jollywood tickets so that we can have that time to at least get him to see Muppet Vision 3D at least one time. He will probably never remember it, but he gets to see it in the original location that it's at if it ever comes to another location. I will say that the Henson Studio and Disney both said they want to do something with the movie, whether it's putting it somewhere where we can watch it on a regular basis or somewhere else in the theme park. We don't know. I would like to see it on Disney Plus just to be able to kind of watch it at least whenever you wanted to. And maybe that brings traction because Disney Plus controls a lot of what is getting put into theme parks nowadays.
Well, I think they should take out Country Bear Jamboree and move it over there because I hate Country Bear Jamboree. So they should just move Muppets into Magic Kingdom.
Well, one of the thoughts was that because they said they're going to keep the theater there, so there is going to be a show in Monstropolis. Maybe upgrade the Monsters Live floor, bring that over there, because why would you want monsters in Tomorrowland and in Hollywood Studios? So maybe bring the Muppets into Tomorrowland. I know they don't really fit, but nothing fits in Tomorrowland anymore.
Right, that's just such a random group of things that are over there. Because technically, like, Buzz Lightyear doesn't really, they're like, yeah, he's a space ranger, but he's Pixar. Like, he's not really, like, Tomorrowland.
That's all I could think of was that they're both kind of monsters, aliens.
Yeah.
Tomorrowland. That's how they fit it in there. But has anything gone in where Stitch was?
No.
I didn't think so.
There's been rumors for years about a Wreck-It Ralph thing, but nothing's come to fruition. So if they pull monsters out of there, they're going to have to do something with Tomorrowland eventually because there's 2 empty buildings at that point.
Yeah. And nothing, like you said, besides maybe Space Mountain, there's nothing there that's really Tomorrowland.
I mean, Tron makes sense because it's very futuristic, computery type stuff.
Well, and like you said, with the auditorium, you know, one thing Disney World does need are like places to stop and like have some air conditioning. I mean, they might not be the most popular quote unquote rides or attractions, but you know, the Frozen sing along, where they had Little Mermaid, you know, the Muppet Theater, those were all good things that no one was like clamoring quote unquote to get to. But in the middle of the day when it's 100 degrees outside and you've been up since 7 a.m. pounding pavement, you know, anyone's willing to go sit in air conditioning for 15, 20 minutes. And because it's Disney, it's not going to be a bad show. You know, it's always going to be entertaining. So I'm glad they're not getting rid of the theater aspect of it.
So, and I think they keep some of the little details, you know, like the key under the rug or something like that, just to kind of homage to what was there.
Like they did with Winnie the Pooh with Mr. Toad handing the deed over to Owl or Rabbit or whoever it is on the picture.
What about Pizza Rizzo? Was that one of y'all's favorite places
I have to say I've never eaten there ever.
Never eaten there because I've always heard it's horrible from online and people in real life that I went with. So I never took the dive.
We love it.
Do you go upstairs to like the was it the wedding room or whatever it is, reception room?
I've never been upstairs. I've only sat downstairs since it's Pizza Rizzo. When it was Pizza Planet, we ate upstairs once. But we knew it was bad pizza. It's kind of like going to Pizza Fari. You know, it's that same pizza. It's not great. But you walked in there knowing it's pizza. It's going to fill my stomach, and it's not a long wait. We'll go in there and grab it. I don't know what they'll do with that space, but I hope it's maybe a pizza place still.
Like we went to Mama Melrose, and so sometimes we would get pizza there, but we get pizza or pasta or, so since they're so close together, we just never went to Pizza Rizzo either.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out food for Monsters, Inc. Like, what are they going to do? Like, what kind of stuff are they going to have?
There's a sushi restaurant in one of the movies, if I remember right, or like a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, the one where Mike takes, where he wants to go with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but yeah.
Full disclosure, Monsters is not one of my favorite movies or franchises, so I've seen both movies at least once, and some of Monsters at Work.
I do like the Monsters universe.
Now, my argument, though, to keep Muppets there is that Muppets have monsters.
I was going to say they're like Sully is fuzzy, like a Muppet, so you can kind of integrate them together a little bit. Maybe they can't. Maybe they shouldn't have to get rid of all the Muppet stuff, especially Kermit and Miss Piggy and like. But you have
Cookie Monster is
Sesame Street.
Yeah, that's completely. It's the same people who used to own it, but Sweetum's a big monster, and he runs through the theater during the thing.
I haven't seen Muppet Vision in so long. I feel like I should plan a trip just to go before it closes down, just so I can be like, one more time, I've seen it.
I did see a great thread that somebody posted on Facebook today in one of the not agent groups, but annual pass groups. And they were like, everybody needs to get together on the last day of Muppets at Baseline, grab a beer, and go sing Rainbow Connection as a toast to Muppets. I'm like, if that happens, I'm there. I will drive as fast as I can and be part of that. So Muppets, I'm disappointed Muppets is going to go Gonzo's Restrooms, Royal Flush, like all the little puns that they have in there. But I do agree, Terry, that it's been a time coming. They've slowly neglected everything. So,
are you excited that they're moving to Rock and Roller Coaster though?
Yes, okay. I am, and I hope they do them justice. Like, did y'all watch the Electrical Mayhem show on Disney Plus?
I haven't.
Oh, come on.
I think this is the problem. 2/3 of us here don't support Muppet propaganda.
Go watch that show. That show is great because it goes back to the roots of Muppets. It has a lot of the cameos and stuff like that, and it's fun music and everything. They just did a great job with it, and I listen to it all the time. So seeing them as the band now for Rock and Roller Coaster that was also announced yesterday, they will replace Aerosmith. I think it's a good choice.
Can I be honest that when you were texting us and said they were replacing it with Electrical Mayhem, I had to look that up because I didn't remember that it was the Muppets band. I was like, who is that? I don't even know. And then I was like,
I've never heard of this band
it's
before.
the Muppets.
I guess after this week, this is going to be a solo show. We don't have Muppet fans.
I mean, I think Aerosmith is kind of out of the zeitgeist, and they've had, you know, in 2024, Steven Tyler has had some problematic things come out about him in the past and with younger girls. And I don't know what their contract was with Aerosmith or the record company when they created rock and roll, whether it's time for that to be up for renewal or they just decided not to or whatever. But I mean, whether they replaced them with the Muppets or whomever, I think replacing Aerosmith was a topical thing to do. Like, I don't have a problem with Aerosmith or, you know, listening to music, but I don't think like my nephew who's 16 really knows any Aerosmith. I mean, he knows like the hits, but as it resonated with my parents and a little bit more with me, now I think the next generation is like too far from it for it to be relevant anymore. It would almost have to be like a Nirvana to them, to what Aerosmith was to us, to make it relevant to them. Like that's classic rock to my nephew now, which is sad to say. So I think replacing Aerosmith on that ride is a good choice. And I think the Muppets, we'll see how it goes.
I want to see what type of gags they're going to do or anything like that. You're obviously not going to launch into this ride with Rainbow Connection or something like that. You're going to come in with, you got to be a fast-paced song that they do. And I don't know of any real fast-paced things. So maybe it's just Animal hits a button by accident or something. Gonzo.
Maybe there's like covers of different songs. Do they do that?
They do that.
So yeah, maybe they'll cover different, like you said, Animal will lead it all. And
I think they're going to want to try to do it as cheap as possible. So, I mean, it's Disney at this point. So they're going to try to do as many as original stuff they can that they have that they don't have to pay licensing fees for. Because at the end of the day, that's probably what it comes down to. They don't want to pay Aerosmith anymore. They don't want to pay, you know, the Jonas Brothers. That was a big rumor a few years ago to be the namesake of this coaster. They want to be able to just make money off of people going to ride it and the merchandise. Why not just plaster the Muppets on it and they don't have to pay anybody?
exactly.
And it'll be easy to change like that first show, like where you're sitting there talking and they're like, oh, we're going to take you guys backstage. Like that'll be easy to put the Muppets in. And I just wonder how much of the actual inside of the ride they're going to change, like as you're going through, like, because they could use the exact same concept of you're trying to get to the show, you know, or whatever. So I just wonder how much they're actually going to do other than just like the sounds you hear. I
will say though, I don't know how well a theme park roller coaster fits with the Muppets, even with the Mayhem. It's just like, okay, I'm excited to see what they're going to try to do. And I'll ride it because it's going to be the same ride at the end of the day, just a different soundtrack. If you don't like it, put some headphones on and go have fun listening to Aerosmith again.
I wonder if they'll do like they do with Cosmic Rewind, where they'll have like different songs for you to get while you go, so it makes people want to ride it over and over to try and get the different songs. Because do they do that with Aerosmith? Yeah, it has different songs. I just feel like I haven't ridden, like the last couple of times that I've been with my son, and he's too small to ride it, so we haven't been able to ride Rock and Roller Coaster.
I don't say with the Muppets. Like, when I think of Muppets, I think of Kermit and Miss Piggy before I think of like Animal and the band. So, you know, if someone hears Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster, they may be thinking like, how's Fozzie Bear, Kermit, and Gonzo? How is that going to work with like a rock and roll?
Y'all probably don't even know the lead singer's name, do you?
No.
Beaker? No, I know it's not Beaker.
Because the band's actually Dr. Teeth and the Electrical Mayhem. So Dr. Teeth is the keyboard player and he's the main singer.
Dr. Teeth?
Yeah.
I think we figured out the problem right now.
Yeah, y'all don't watch enough Muppets.
I definitely watched them growing up, but not as an adult.
Yeah, I love them. 2011, we were there when it opened for the new one with Jason Segel.
Now, we did watch that one recently, not that long ago. We watched it. And I think tonight we are watching A Muppet Christmas Carol, because I was scrolling through Disney Plus earlier looking for a Christmas movie, and I was like, you know what? We don't need to watch that one. But then my son was like, I want to play video games. So he did that instead.
There was a pretty cool discussion, too, that somebody pointed out. You know, when you go in a Pixar place, they kind of match the art that they have at Pixar Studios. So they flew in the same bricks and everything like that, so it can match real well. They should do that for the arch at Rock and Roller Coaster for the Jim Henson. They should But because all that's being sold, so Jim Henson Studios has that Kermit the Frog up there and whatnot. Recreate that, right, as an entrance.
That would make sense.
You can get rid of the villains show that's going to be back there, and you can put the Muppet Show back there. So you have a small mini Muppets land and still please people like me. And for people like y'all who don't want to go see the Muppets, it's in a corner that y'all can forget about.
So where are we putting Villains Land in?
No, I was going to say that villain show should just go to Villains Land. That's going to be a Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
Like, why have it in two different places? It needs to go because, I mean, recently Disney also announced, like, the villains that it's going to be, like, based off of and kind of like what that story for the land's going to be. But it's like, why have a villain show in Hollywood Studios but Villain Land in Magic Kingdom when you could just move that show to Magic Kingdom so you have another show? And like Jason said, just pretty much move Muppet Vision 3D or something similar to that into that old like theater that's back there for Lightning McQueen.
I will say the only problem with my solution is that I think that's too big of a theater for a show like that, and that people will not go to Muppets, just like they don't go to Muppets now. Obviously, they're closing a land because people aren't going. If you say, okay, that's a bigger theater than what Muppet currently occupies, and we're going to move it over there, you're not doing anything for it. There are no dates for any of the Rock and Roller Coaster or Muppets closing. I do think we'll get a big hurrah for Muppets closing because there is such a fan base for Muppets. I don't know if Rockin' will get such a huge fanfare, but they'll probably close them at the same time. Ellen's Universe of Energy and Great Movie Ride type thing, get some crowds in, do that, and make some money. But I think we get that instead of a goodbye fanfare for the Dino Land stuff. All right, well, we'll take it to a commercial break right quick, and we'll be right back after this.
Are you dreaming of your next adventure but overwhelmed by planning? Magical Travel has you covered. With over 22 years in the business, we specialize in Disney destinations, Universal Studios, cruise vacations, and all-inclusive resort getaways. Our services are 100% complimentary when you book a vacation package with one of our knowledgeable agents. Request a free quote to start the planning process at magicaltravel.com. Mention our podcast to be connected with one of our agents you're listening to if you like what you hear.
All right, so for this week's episode, we wanted to kind of have some fun with Thanksgiving and what would our favorite Thanksgiving meal at Disney World be, but we want to do it progressive dinner style. So we're going to pick a restaurant we're going to eat at, but it won't necessarily be the menu from there. And then the appetizer, entree, and dessert will be from a different place, and a drink. And then we have also chosen for a guest, so we will pick a character to come join us for our Thanksgiving meal to help brighten the spirits for this wonderful Thanksgiving week. I was going to ask if we wanted to do any location instead of just a restaurant location.
That's good because mine is a location and not a restaurant.
Okay, that's fine. We can do that. In my list, I put a restaurant location. But I had an idea. All right, Micah, why don't you go? We'll start with the location. Where are you going to have your Thanksgiving meal?
The deck on the safari. Do you know what I'm talking about? When you're on the safari and where they do like they have like a meal there for people that do like the Wild Africa Trek.
Yeah, it's in the savannah, right?
Yeah, it's on the savannah. And when we were there, actually, there was a truck pulled up to that little area. I would love to have a table set up there and have my Thanksgiving meal overlooking the savannah so I could see the animals. That would be my spot. I would want to have my Thanksgiving meal at Disney.
I like it.
That's beautiful.
I didn't even think about that one. I was like, okay, yeah.
That's why my background is the Tree of Life.
Well, I did think about it, but I was like, where inside could I look at animals?
Yeah.
Not even think of where outside could I see animals.
And as soon as you said safari, I was like, I know where this is going. Like,
Yeah.
I think you have one of the best places. All right, Terry, where is your dinner going to be?
Mine isn't. I don't know if it's possible because I've never been up there that late. But can you see the fireworks from California Grill?
Yes.
Okay, because we've only been at like dusky. We've been out in time to go to the park see fireworks. So I would like to see fireworks from the inside of California Grill because it's a beautiful view of everything.
It's great. We had our honeymoon when we went there. We ate one night and saw. It was Holiday Wishes.
Oh.
So, got to watch it from the balcony. And then when we took the youth group a few years later, we did the same thing, had firework view so we could watch the fireworks. So yes, you can do that. It is. For my location, I want to do Muppets but not really.
Are you inside the theater?
We're not going to have it at Pizza Rizzo?
Yeah, no, that's my entree.
That's the main course.
Everything I have is Muppets. No, Terry actually took mine. California Grill was my top ones. See, this is why we picked multiples. Geyser Point will be mine then. If you haven't been, it's Wilderness Lodge's outdoor quick service restaurant / bar. You can see the fireworks from there and everything. Like, it's great. It's beautiful. It's can be a little cold, but they have the heaters and everything. So that's where I want to have it. It's right there next to the lake. I think it's a perfect little venue.
It'll be beautiful. I think Wilderness Lodge is just gorgeous anyway. So
Oh, yeah.
We've never stayed there, but that's where the men always want to stay.
I want to stay there.
Because of the price. And then they're like, maybe next time.
Well, it's all, and for Christmas, like now they've started doing the Christmas tree in there before Thanksgiving. It used to be an after Thanksgiving thing. So you have all that element to it. It's beautiful. For appetizers, Terry, what are you going to start your meal off with?
Mine is not technically an appetizer, but since it's an appetizer at a quick service, because I don't think it's a meal, maybe it is a meal, I want the barbecue mac and cheese from Flame Tree in Animal Kingdom.
it's a solid choice. That's a solid choice.
There are very few things I have to get every time I'm in a park, because, like, they're indulgences. Sometimes I'll get this or that, but that barbecue mac and cheese is fantastic.
I've never had it, so I guess I'll have to add it to my list.
Oh, it's so good.
I don't like instant mac and cheese. Like, I'm a homemade mac and cheese person, and it's good. So I think that says a lot.
And
It's
it brings it up a level when you have the barbecue on it with the barbecue sauce with the mac and cheese. It's so good.
It's a whole meal.
All right, Micah, what's yours?
The strawberry soup from Grand Floridian. From 1900 Park Fair. It was so good. No, I mean, literally, I had 2 bowls of it while we were there.
Like it's right over men's head. Like, he said strawberry and soup, and they were like, what?
It's cold. It's cold. It's almost like a strawberry smoothie, but like more liquidy. I don't know. If Carnival has something really similar with their strawberry soup, they have on cruise ships as well. But it was just so good. And especially if you add some whipped cream to it on top, it's almost like a dessert. But I don't know. We really liked it.
Bethany loves it. I'm not a huge, I'll eat a strawberry every now and then. I'm just not a huge strawberry flavored person. So for me, I'm going to start with the Prospector's cheddar biscuits from Roundup Rodeo.
Those are good.
Yes. I'm not a huge appetizer person.
I haven't been to Roundup Rodeo.
No, it's good. It's not great food to me. It's good food, but the cheddar biscuits are where they're at. It's like going to Red Lobster and getting their cheddar biscuits.
So this is my kids really like. Basic kind of kid food.
Yeah. It's leveled up a little bit from basic kid food, but
Yeah.
not enough where it's like, oh, this
Like,
is...
they think it's a little fancy
You're right.
because it's not a hot dog.
The chicken has a little sauce on it or something like that.
Yeah. But for an adult, it's not like you're eating like a hot dog.
Yeah. I think overall the restaurant's a miss, besides for the biscuits. Micah, I'll let you start with entree because I want to see what y'all say first.
Okay, mine is not from like inside a Disney park. It's actually the brisket from Polite Pig at Disney Springs.
I mean, that counts. It's in a Disney.
Mm-hmm.
It is. But that brisket, like we went to Polite Pig twice while we were just there, like 2 different times. We went to Polite Pig. That brisket, it's like a coffee rub on it on the outside. It was so good.
Just made me think of another dessert that I didn't put on here.
Oh.
Because Polite Pig used to be the only place that sold something. Terry, what's your entree?
My entree is the filet at Le Cellier. I hope that's how you say it. In Canada. All the truffle butter sauce and all that. And then I'm going to add the bonus mac and cheese side to their entree. There's a theme
Extra
here.
mac and cheese.
So your Thanksgiving plate, is it like just mac and cheese and a little bit of turkey or something?
Hey, do you know what? When we go to my grandma's every year, she does the turkey and the stuffing, and then we have to bring everything else. I bring mac and cheese every year.
So no one took mine. I'm glad. But one of mine on my list was a steak from Yachtsman, because Yachtsman to me is better than Le Cellier. So,
I've never been there, but I've heard I have to go.
yeah, you have to go to Yachtsman. Any of their steaks are great. But my pick is any of the meat course from Ohana, but specifically more of the shrimp. I love their shrimp. It's the best flavor. When they come off right off the grill and they're hot, just love them. They're great. And when they had the pork and the chicken, and their steak is okay. It's not great. The shrimp is where it's at. I can eat the other stuff. Dessert, Terry.
My dessert. Have you guys ever gotten the Celebration Mickey chocolate cake?
No.
No.
Where's that one at?
That you can order it anywhere. I
It's
pulled
like
up
the
Oh,
dome
yeah.
with the ears.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got one for Travis for his second birthday.
I love that thing. And I'm not a big fan of chocolate on chocolate. Usually I'm like a chocolate and peanut butter person because I don't like rich, dense chocolate. But that is the best chocolate cake I've ever had in my life. But it's so good and so decadent and I think I could not have it all the time.
Just so you know, have you ever done Amatista's bakery?
No, because I'm not a big sweets person. That's why I shy away from it.
That's where those are like. That's the same. They make the same cakes, but they're like little small cupcake type things. So you can go in there
Robert
and get
got
that.
me the Minnie Mouse one while we were there last time. Really good use of a snack credit because
Yes.
it's like $10 or $11 for that little tiny like dome cake that you can get there. You're talking about at Disney Springs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like this little tiny chilled dome cake, and it was like $10 or $11, and we were able to use a snack credit for it. So it was a really good use of a snack credit.
Amarettas. It's amarettas. So Amatista's is a universal thing, and I knew I got it wrong as soon as it came out of my mouth. But it's over there by Walt Disney, in the Levi store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Really
it's
close to Polite Pig.
Yeah, but it's great, and that's where you get those little cups of our little cakes, and they have themed ones to like they usually do one for the movie that comes out, so they'll probably have a Moana one right now.
They were putting out all the holiday ones while we were there, so they were doing all the different ones, and then they have like the different ones for the characters. So they have like a Minnie one, a Mickey one, Donald. If I remember, Goofy was like chocolate and peanut butter was his flavor.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I wanted to try more of them, but we just didn't make it back to Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Like to do it again.
So if you're ever craving one and you don't want to buy the big cake, right there.
Well, I ordered it one year when Johanna for my birthday to surprise me, and now every year we kind of look for a reason to order one. Like, is someone's birthday relevant? Is there an anniversary that's relevant where we can order one ahead of time to have at dinner because everyone loves it? So,
And you can get the big one too there too if you wanted that. But it's
I
the
think
big
they have a
snack size.
class where you can make your own.
Yes. My dessert, now that I'm thinking about it, I wouldn't have chosen it as my number one, but Gideon's was up there, which is what Polite Pig used to sell as an exclusive, and now they have their own bake shop.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know they sold the cookies there before it was in Disney Springs.
Yeah, that was the only place to get them outside of this bake shop in Winter Haven or Winter Garden. My number one, though, is the chocolate cake from Steakhouse 71 because it is huge. I mean, it sits about that big, I guess. I know that does well on a non-video podcast.
an oral podcast.
on an audio only.
So it's
About the size of your head is
about
what
the
he
size of your head.
showed.
And I have a big head. It's real chocolatey. Terry, you wouldn't like it then. And Bethany didn't like it too much because of how much chocolate's on it. It's got chocolate chips, it's chocolate frosting, moist chocolate cake. I mean, it's just, oh my God, it's so good. That's my dessert.
My dessert would be the bread pudding from Ohana because I just think it's so good. And you don't have to go to Ohana to get it. You can get it. Isn't it at Kona Cafe or somewhere else you can also get it?
Yeah.
Or no, down at Captain Cook's at the quick service. I think. Can't you get it down there too, the bread pudding?
It's one of the two. I haven't done it in a while.
We didn't get to this last time. We were going to, but we were going to order at Captain Cook's before we went to Mickey's Very Merry, and like the window was out over an hour. We're like, no, we'll just get some food inside, like Magic Kingdom when we get there instead. But the Ohana bread pudding, it's so good.
And it's good. I don't like bread pudding, and I really like that bread pudding.
I'm like Terry. I'm not a huge bread pudding fan, but
I think it's like coconut milk and things like that. It doesn't have that soggy bread feeling I feel like a lot of bread pudding has.
and when they bring it out, it's nice and warm too, and with a big lump of ice cream on top.
I never
It always
heard.
just makes it so much better.
My drink will be the Night Blossom from the Avatar Land from Pandora.
Dang it, I gotta get a new drink.
That was the only drink I put down. So I was like, I wanted to make sure I get it. I let ladies first on all the other ones, so I wanted to make sure I got my alcohol. So yeah,
I have
Night
another
Blossom. That's one of my go-to every time I go in there. So I think
And they're so good too. They're just so good.
they don't really taste alcohol-y. Like
No,
you just
that's the
drink
bad
it's good.
part. Yeah.
All right, Micah, what's yours?
Okay, well, now I'm having to come up with a new one. I guess this one will be more specific to food and wine in a certain booth. But while we were at Epcot this last time, they had an Alani Sunrise at the Hawaii booth. And it was, if I remember right, it was vodka with pineapple juice and grenadine. And also you could not taste alcohol in it, but it was strong because I was definitely feeling it by the end, but it was so good and just went down so smooth and was just, I don't know, tropical and fun. So I really enjoyed that drink.
That sounds good.
It does sound good. Now it makes me wish I was going to Epcot this
And
weekend.
it had a really pretty little flower on it.
I don't care about the flower.
Yeah, I threw it away.
I care about
But it was a really
flower.
pretty flower.
That was so me.
All right, Terry, what's your drink?
I had to look it up for the name of it. It's the Bloody Rancor with candied meat from Oga's Cantina. It's basically a Bloody Mary, but it had the big slice of bacon in it. And I had to put the description down because I do have the vodka and the Bloody Mary mix, but it's got like a chili liqueur in it. So, and I'm not a spicy drink person. So it was spicy without having that overwhelming. But it was like, I like Bloody Marys because it's like a savory drink. Because, Oga's we go to because you don't really eat there, so, but you get a snack or something. So anytime a drink comes with a snack, like a thick slice of bacon, I'm down for. But it was really
Bacon's always a great choice.
good. Yeah.
I don't like bacon.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
My go-to there is the fuzzy tauntaun or the yub nub. Those two are my go-to. I've never tried them.
I don't do well with Star Wars vernacular, so all those were. I'm like, just tell me what the drink has in it, and I can remember what I had drink. Don't give me the name of
The
it.
names.
It's
I
Star
can't remember
Wars,
the
man.
names either. I think my husband got jet juice while we were there, and we thought it was going to be a bigger drink, and it was like this little tiny, almost like shot glass of a drink.
It's the weirdest place to order from because you literally have no idea what you're getting the first time you go in there.
It's so loud, though. It was just so incredibly loud while we were there.
And you also have to figure out that you're being sat with so many people that you don't know a lot of the times, unless you're going with a big group.
We were at a booth, and half the booth was us, and the other half was one group, and then the two people on the stools were a different group of people.
Yeah.
So there was 3 different groups of us sitting at the same table.
I think I went to the one in Disneyland this past time, and there was 4 groups of 2 people the entire time around. I'm like, holy crud.
My kids like the drinks with the balls in them, little bubble.
The boba balls, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm double and triple checking the menu to make sure whatever they have doesn't have alcohol in it. Because like I said, it's all in Star Wars language.
Yeah.
Hold on, just make sure that this is not. But I was really worried the first time when we walked in. Like you said, it's loud and it's not like a sit with who you know situation. You can't really talk anyway because of the atmosphere and not being so into Star Wars as everyone else. But it's a really cool. You don't stay in there long. We stay one drink long. It's not long. But it's a cool thing. It's as fully immersible as I feel like you can be in an environment as Disney goes.
All right, Micah, what's your character that you want to join?
Okay, I feel like I'm just so basic with this, but I'm going to say Mickey Mouse. Just because, Walt Disney created him and did everything, I just feel like he would have the best stories, and I could ask him so many things and learn so much stuff just about
are we talking about the character then in the park where it's just a masked character that can't talk? Or are we talking about the actual animated character?
I don't know, I feel like it could be both.
I took it as which
The actual character in the park?
Yeah, which sit down
And I
person.
started overthinking it because I'm like, a masked character, all they're going to have to do is nod
Yeah, so that's
or not.
that's the reason I picked the person I picked was because they can talk.
Well, I can pick a different one.
I mean, I'm just
No,
asking.
I think that's great.
You can
Everyone
ask
else
Mickey
has-
questions all day long, and he can nod or shake his head. Terry, what's yours? Who's
Mine
your
is
character?
Gaston because
Was that yours, Jason?
Yes.
well, I had the Micah problem. I thought of Tigger and I thought of Olaf, but I was like, oh, they're masked. They can't eat, first of all, and then they would do yes or no, and or their little hand movements. So I was like, who could I talk to? I was like, Tinkerbell, but you don't want to eat next to Tinkerbell because I feel like she doesn't eat a lot, and she's a tiny person. It would make you feel bad about what you ate. So, and then none of the princesses. So then I had to start thinking. I was like, Gaston. I mean, as a female, he's gonna make you feel good about yourself because he's gonna make you want to
At
date no matter
Disneyland, I
what.
did run into Gaston, and that was one of my favorite interactions I had the whole time I was at Disneyland. It was hilarious.
But he's gonna eat. Like, he's not going to make you feel bad about eating because he's going to eat.
He'll be like, "You want me?" Well, he'd never ask you to make. He would never make you a plate because it's Gaston. He'd
definitely
expect
not.
you to make his plate, but
He
yeah,
probably
he wouldn't
eat all
care.
my food.
So that's the reason I picked him, was because it's like I want somebody to talk to and that can talk back, and I want somebody that can be fun, because when you see the interactions that he has on with people, with guests, they're great. He's very sarcastic. He's very, like, I had one where he talked about in the song, he talks about his, hair covers every last inch of his body or something like that, and like, but you don't have a beard, and he's like, because it doesn't look good or something. I'm like, but I'm more of a man than you because I have a beard. So he'd make it entertaining. That's why I picked him.
Now we're making Jason have to think.
Yeah, it hurts.
Let's see.
Me with the Night Blossom and him with Gaston.
I'm trying to think of who else I thought of that was like Peter Pan, but you don't want to eat with Peter Pan.
I probably just have to do Evil Queen. Like,
Oh, she would be fun.
But
she'd be the same type, real snarky to you and everything like that. She probably won't eat a lot.
what if
but-
she offered you an apple?
I mean, I wouldn't eat it. I'm not Snow White.
I guess if I had to pick a face character, I'd want Flynn Rider just because he's my favorite face character.
That's a great choice. I didn't even think about that.
And I wanted to name my dog Flynn Rider, but I got
That's a
vetoed
good
on
dog
that.
name.
But I love Flynn Rider. And our interaction with him at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, it was the best character interaction with him and Rapunzel. Like, they had these little tiny, like teeny tiny, like ducks. And while we were waiting to meet Cinderella and Prince Charming, they were running around that little room hiding those for the next people, like, to come in. They were like, where can we hide these? And they were just having the best thing and just had the best interaction with them. And Flynn Rider, I just think would be fun to have too. Like, he'd be fun to have at the dinner table.
But now, if we think about it, you go back to pre-COVID, you had Talking Mickey in the theater.
You did.
I also thought about Vader.
Yeah,
Darth Vader.
Vader and Kylo, but then it was like the whole, well, they're wearing masks, and that's, I want interaction,
Well, but Kylo takes us off in the movies.
but not in the parks. Do we want to add anything else to our night of Thanksgiving?
I'm glad no one said a turkey leg.
Oh,
From the
yeah.
theme park. I am so
the
glad
one
no one
thing-
mentioned a turkey leg. The
I
one
didn't
thing
even
that's
think-
actually Thanksgiving.
I didn't think of a turkey leg. They're so gross to me, though.
They're horrible.
I don't know why anyone would want to eat one, especially walking around a hot.
Just walking around with this chunk of meat, just eating
No
it.
one walks around eating with a turkey leg. Just, you could be the hottest person on earth. And eating
You don't
a
look
turkey
good
leg.
eating
No,
a dang
you
turkey leg
cannot
with the
look-
grease dripping down your
You get
hand.
grease dripping,
Ugh.
like bristle hitting you in the face when you bite it down.
Ew. That is so gross. I'm just glad no one said that. I was like, please don't let a turkey leg be one of our things.
All right. Well, we want to thank you for taking your time today to listen to us talk about all this randomness that we had today. If you ever want to plan a Disney, Universal, or family vacation, you can go to www.magicaltravel.com and you can request any of us or any of our great agents from Magical Travel. If you have time, please leave a review and share the podcast with your family and friends. If you have any input on anything, we'd love to hear back from you about it. Maybe what would your Thanksgiving dinner be like? Until then, we'll see you on the next show.